Hello, it's your boy Davidoff. So I just watched Loki episode 1, which came out very recently. I'm actually on time this time. I watched WandaVision like a few months late. Actually, I watched it after the Falcon Winter Soldier ended, and then I watched Falcon Winter Soldier after that. So I was very late to the party for those shows, but for this one, I'm going to try and keep up. It's one episode a week. I don't know how many weeks, but I'm going to try and keep up this time. I was going to do reactions, weekly reactions, but first of all, where'd you get the video? Have I got to record it? Because I want to watch it on the TV. So, how do I record the TV? I can't. I'd rather watch it in 4K on my TV and react to it. But without the footage, is it really a good video? It can be, but I also thought it's probably not worth the editing. So, yeah. Anyway, I watched the first episode and it was good. It was actually very good. It might be the best premiere of the 3 Disney Plus Marvel shows. It's easily better than the WandaVision premiere. I liked WandaVision, by the way. I was interested the whole time. But first 2 episodes, it kind of took a while to get going. There were some good parts to it, but episode 3 on was when it started getting really good. Falcon Winter Soldier, for me, every episode was solid. So I guess that was a solid start in the first episode for Falcon Winter Soldier. But for me, this one was the best opening. Best first episode for sure. There's going to be spoilers in this. I'm going to put it in the title, I guess. Actually, I will put it in the title. So, this is not the Loki from Infinity War that died. This is the Loki from Endgame that obviously the Avengers time traveled to the 2012 Avengers battle, and Loki was there, obviously, still the evil guy, and he escapes with the Time Stone, as you might remember in Avengers Endgame. This show opens with that scene from Endgame in 2012 from Loki's perspective, basically. And he escapes to the time zone, and from that point... No, he escapes with the time stone. Sorry, I said time zone, didn't I? He escapes with the time zone... I said zone again. He escapes with the time stone, and he finds himself somewhere, and then the TVA capture him. And yeah, obviously the New York 2012 part ends at the part where he escapes, but instead of it going to Endgame, you get to see what happens when he escapes. And the TVA, the Time Variance Authority, they control time, and they know how people's lives are going to pan out. Basically, everyone's life has a set path, including Loki's, and they know everything. They know a person's whole past and their whole future. And when someone messes with time, or the rules of the timeline, the Time Variant Authority get involved. And Loki, rightfully so, he brought up in courts, but the Avengers went back in time. They went back in time to... He thought it was to stop him, but it was for other reasons. But then they told him, because there was a court session in the TVA, they told him basically that was supposed to happen. The Avengers were supposed to do that. It was part of their journey. They were supposed to go back in time. That's why they never got captured by the TVA, because what they did was what was supposed to happen in their life. What Loki did was not supposed to happen, which is why he got captured. So the first episode, obviously, he's still the guy who tried to, take over the world in New York. And this is just after that battle. So it's not like he's the reformed guy that you saw in Infinity War and Ragnarok. This is still the evil guy you saw in the first Avengers movie. But also, because there's a future, because you can see the future through film, Loki sees his future. Yeah, he sees him going to prison. He sees his mother dying and it being his own fault. He sees his father finally saying he loves him before dying himself. He sees his brother finally accepting him, and he sees himself getting choked out by Thanos, and that kind of makes him angry. But before that, it was quite emotional seeing his backstory, him seeing his own story in the future. He starts to realize, certain things about himself. He thinks he's a guy that wants to take over the world, and he is a guy that wants to take over the world, but he starts to realize his reasons. I guess he kind of knows his reasons, but he starts to admit his real reasons why he does the things that he does, why he's the way that he is. From the trailers, I really got a vibe from Legends of Tomorrow, because there's this time authority that's trying to fix things, to fix the timeline, get things back into place, so they go to different parts of the time to fix things. So from the trailers for Loki, I kind of got that vibe. I thought, it sounds too similar to that show, but based on the first episode, it does not sound. It's not similar at all. There are similarities, yeah, but the trailers gave off a vibe that it was going to be very similar. This still felt very different, but also there's still episodes to go, so we shall see. I like Agent Mobius. I thought he was quite an interesting character. The other characters, there's no one really that great. To be fair, they haven't really built anyone up that much. There's also the appearance of certain stones. I shall leave it at that. Yeah, that's pretty much like the main things that happened that I wanted to talk about. But for me, this is like an incredible episode. The way they put it together, the way Loki's character changes in a way just within this 50-minute episode. It was very good. I really like what they did with this episode. If I was to rate this episode, probably an 8.5 out of 10. It was the best opener so far. Better opening than Falcon Winter Soldier and WandaVision. Disney Plus shows they're definitely going somewhere with this thing. I wasn't sure at first because they were introducing so much. I was just like, this is a big announcement for Phase 4. There's TV shows as well. There's going to be a lot of episodes. But so far, they've managed it well. And these shows, they kind of feel like movies. They feel like extended movies. They're not movie quality, but they're not far off either. They put a lot of budget into these, and you can clearly see what they're going for and how they're doing it. It's really good. Like it's enjoyable. So I'm looking forward to the other shows they make in future. But so far, they've made shows about 2 Avengers, another 2 Avengers, and an enemy of the Avengers, and also Thor's brother. So far, they've made shows about characters that have already been established in the universe. I want to see what they will do with She-Hulk or Miss Marvel, because we haven't seen those characters. So hopefully, and Moon Knight as well, I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully they can do those characters well. Like, they've done well with established characters. We need to see what they can do with future characters. So yeah, with new characters. I'm sure there was more I wanted to say. There's one thing I wanted to say that I've just forgotten now. This is not very professional, this review. it isn't. If I think of it, I'll tell you in episode 2. But episode 1 was solid, and I might need to rewatch it. You know what, actually? I'm subscribed to a few channels that actually do reactions, so I might just watch their reactions, relive it through them, and watch the reviews as well. And some breakdowns. I need to know more details about this, because so far, so good. So good. Although I do hope they keep this in its own separate timeline, because Loki has died in the main Marvel timeline. They should, if they kill off someone, they should be keeping him dead. It kind of takes away to bring him back to life, which is why when people say bring back Black Widow or Tony, I'm just like, no, that would just ruin those movies. Why would you do that? It would just ruin Infinity War and Endgame. You can't be doing that. They did bring back Gamora, but it's 2014 Gamora. It's a bit different. Although I would have preferred they didn't do that, in fairness. But yeah, those are my thoughts, and I look forward to episode 2. This is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and see ya.
You down.